So the SAVE Act. Mia got a lecture on the SAVE Act this weekend. The SAVE Act passed the House. Now, what the SAVE Act is going to do is require anyone in the country who wants to vote to verify who the hell they are. Now, that sounds like common sense at the surface, and I tend to agree with it. However, there is an issue here, and there's some concerns that folks have cited that married women who have recently changed their names, or women who are going to get married and change their names afterwards, are not going to be able to register to vote. And they're calling this some type of Republican conspiracy theory, which we'll get into the numbers on that in a little bit here. But I think first off, it hasn't passed the Senate, so it's not official yet. And if this is something that's going to be a concern, I think they should address it. But we haven't really seen any official indication as to whether or not this is going to limit married women from voting. Here's the reality, guys. In 2016, Donald Trump lost married women to Hillary Clinton by about 1 or 2 percentage points. 2020, he won married women by 3 points. 2024, he won them by 5 points. So it makes absolutely no sense for the Republicans to intentionally disenfranchise a group of people that they're not only winning, but making massive gains with every single election year. It makes no sense whatsoever for them to do that. If they really wanted to limit somebody, it would be single women because they vote overwhelmingly Democrat, and Mia and I would 100% endorse them limiting single women from voting. Right, Mia? But no, so I think at the absolute worst, this is some type of oversight that just needs to be corrected with an amendment in the Senate. Absolute best case scenario, if there is even something wrong here. Worst case scenario is this isn't going to change anything, and the Democrats are lying, trying to rile people up and scare them. That's probably what's going on. So I looked it up. If in the absolute worst case scenario that they're describing, if you are a woman who has changed her last name since marriage, because you'd have to provide your birth certificate to show that you are who you say you are when you go to register to vote. If you're a woman who's gotten married and changed her last name, rather than just bringing in your birth certificate to register to vote, you would now have to bring in your birth certificate and your marriage license showing that the name had been changed. Marriage license in name change form. So instead of 1 document, you bring in 3. You just have to show something that connects the old name to the new name. And I hate to break it to you, I don't think that's all that unreasonable, because that doesn't just apply to married women. If I wanted to go out and change my name to Stephen Jones tomorrow and then re-register to vote, yeah, I should have to prove that I'm Stephen Jones and that I actually did change my name, and this is who I was originally. This is who I am now. So this doesn't just apply to married women. They're just trying to take a demographic that's somewhat still attainable for them, rile them up, and change and scare them for political points. That's all this is about, and it's shameful the way they think you guys are so stupid with some of this. It's so gross the way they do this. So no, married women not going to be disenfranchised by the SAVE Act. You're going to be fine. So fucking stupid. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.